Breaking news, Nigerians. The Naira swap saga. He's getting more tougher and interesting as well. As the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, asked Nigerian Supreme Court to dismiss state government suits seeking to end old note deadline. The preliminary objection was filed on Wednesday by the AGF through its lawyers, Mahad Magaji and Tijani Ghazali. Nigerian government, through the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami, has asked the Supreme Court to dismiss a suit challenging the Naira redesign policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The preliminary objection was filed on Wednesday by the AGF through its lawyers. Sahara Reporters reported on Wednesday that the Supreme Court temporarily stopped the government's move to stop the use of old Naira notes on February 10, 2023. This was stated in a ruling given by a 7-member panel led by Justice John Okoro for an ex parte application brought by the 3 northern state governors of Kaduna State, Kogi State, and Zamfara State. The 3 states had specifically applied for an order of interim injunction restraining the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, or the commercial banks from suspending or determining or ending the February 10, 2023, the time frame with which the now older version of the 200, the 500, and the 1,000 Naira denomination of the Naira may no longer be legal tender pending the hearing and determination of their motion on notice for interlocutory injunction. On Wednesday, Mr. A.I. Mustafa San, the counsel for the appellates, urged the Supreme Court to grant the application in the interest of justice and the well-being of Nigeria. He stated that the policy of the government had led to an escalating situation that is almost leading to anarchy in the land. While referring to Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, statistics indicating that more than 60% of Nigerians do not have bank accounts, Mustafa lamented that the few Nigerians who do have bank accounts are unable to access their funds as a result of the policy. However, the Nigerian government, in its preliminary objection, urged that the Supreme Court lacks the jurisdiction to entertain the suit. President Muhammadu Buhari's government is also asking the court to strike out the suit. According to the defense lawyers, the suit falls within the executive jurisdiction of the Federal High Court in matters of monetary policy of an agency of the federal government. The claims or reliefs are not against the Federation, but the federal government and its agency, the Central Bank of Nigeria. The federal government of Nigeria is districts from the Federation or the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The plaintiffs have no grievances whatsoever against the Federation of Nigeria. This suit has disclosed no dispute that invokes the Supreme Court's original jurisdiction as constitutionally defined, the AGF said. Nigerians have been having difficulty obtaining the new Naira notes, the 200, the 500, and 1,000, as the February 10th deadline approaches. Some banks in the state have been attacked, and protests in states such as Ogun and Oyo have been violent. Banks have recently been the target of violent attacks, while riots erupted over the weekend in Ibadan. A Woma Bank branch was vandalized. Many banks have increased their security and caution as a result of this. Due to the heightened tensions caused by the country's protracted Naira scarcity, some commercial banks on Tuesday ordered the closure of some of their branches until further notice. The governors of the ruling party met with the president last week and pleaded with him to allow old notes and new ones to coexist. The president told them to give him 7 days to look into the issues arising from the Naira redesign. However, after the meeting, Godwin Emefiele, the CBN governor, warned that the Apis Bank was not considering the shifting the February 10 deadline for the old notes to cease being legal tender. So this is the position of things right now. But this is the best step by the federal government ever. Looking at this man closely, he must be suffering from smoking syndrome because he was not allowed to contest for the primary of the Kebbi State governorship election and still continue as the Attorney General of the Federation. He's one of the bad advisors to Mr. President. Yes, we agreed that he is one of the bad advisors to Mr. President based on what has been happening in Nigeria. But this very one, I think he has done well. ASU strike for 8 months, no one went to court. None of these governors went to court to challenge the federal government of Nigeria. Make we think this one well. Oh. The first scarcity since October, nobody went to Supreme Court. All of a sudden, the governors care about the sufferings of Nigerians. Is it the sufferings of Nigerians or is it about their selfish interests? Come on. Who are they trying to deceive? They should tell Nigerians that they are looking for more time so that they will have their way through. But this one, it go hard though. So guys, what's your take on this? Kindly share your thoughts.